All right, hello, and welcome to this very first playthrough of Stories Untold. Last time we played through episode 3, The Station Process. I think it was my least favorite. It was the hardest, and I think it was probably the least scary, but it was still good. I'm very interested to see where things are going to go from here. Anyway, now we're going to play the fourth and final, I assume it's the final episode, it's the last one on this page. Called The Last Session. That's an appropriate name, too, so I'm pretty sure this is the last one. But before I do, just real quick, I'm going to turn off my light, because I forgot to do so before I started the video. Alright. If it's a real horror game, we gotta play in the dark. So we got all of our lights off. Actually, I like having this one on, but I don't even think you can tell. Alright. The Last Session. A patient undergoes hypnotic regression therapy to uncover the truth behind his incarceration in the facility. So I'm very curious to see how this one's going to tie everything together, because the very end of the last episode seemed to indicate that that was on the table. So does the tagline at the beginning, like on the landing page for the game on PS5. It says, 4 stories, 1 nightmare. So is it tied together? The end of the last episode had callbacks to both episode 1 and 2. Because it called me Asian. And it showed the desk from the first episode. Oh. Oh my god. Okay, that was cool. That was a cool moment.
You're quite fond of this show, aren't you?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
Okay, come on. Let's get you down to the observation room.
I'm in a wheelchair? I said incarceration in the setup.
To feel like home to you. Don't worry. Try and get you out of here eventually. Just in here. Okay, are we through in the next room? Just relax, and we'll get started in a moment.
Okay, you got a cigarette for me? I feel like I'm in an interrogation room. They always ask for a cigarette. No, I guess it's a hospital,
right.
so...
Mr. Asian, now are you ready?
Mr. Asian! That's the guy from episode 2.
Record on the tape deck in front of you when you're ready. This is subject 12-19-86-23, new session entry.
Same number from episode 2.
The leading, and in a room we have our patient, Mr. James Asian. As we know, James has recently recovered from a 2-week coma following his accident. In our last 3 sessions, James's attempts to recollect events of the accident seen him merging his memory with his imagination.
Oh.
These episodes have always ended in panic.
Did our daughter die?
Terminate the session abruptly. Let's try and do this one better, James. So when you're ready, let's bring this back. I know how difficult this must be.
Okay, I know what's going on.
James, it's time to remember.
Okay, so...
Your mind. It's like a conscious black box. It can show you your memories. Look into it.
Alright. Oh, look at the walls bleeding behind it. Oh, God. Were we in a car accident? Or did we murder our family? Something about our daughter, because we've seen a little girl flash up.
You recalled a false memory of a remote weather station. You were isolated from the rest of the world, locked inside your coma. We interacted with you daily, encouraging you to wake. Your family would do number puzzles with you. Anything, really, to bring you back. People needed answers, James. Do you remember?
I have another signal here for you, James. It's at 5610 FM. You can't miss it.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, this one's definitely going to bring it all back together. 5610. I can move to the microfiche? Why would I? Am I gonna need... I guess I'm gonna need to, probably.
This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04.
Oh shit.
Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19
20F
86 23 04. Type in the numbers, James.
report. Wilson Police Department road traffic accident report. Well, let's see what this is. Arrived on scene to discover two cars that had been involved in a near head-on collision. I called it with the car accident. I think we've seen flashes of cars and headlights. Oh yeah, we saw those cars with the blinking lights just in the last episode. Near head-on collision. Mr. Asian found lying down outside his vehicle with head injuries. An ambulance was immediately called. His passenger was trapped in the vehicle in critical condition from wounds sustained in the collision. The driver of the blue sedan, Mr. Hennings, was found dead on arrival. It was noticed that there was a strong smell of whiskey from the driver and an empty whiskey bottle on the passenger seat. Woof, that sucks. Mr. Asian was questioned on scene. He described an oncoming blue sedan being clearly out of control, which he swerved to avoid. Mr. Asian's passenger was his sister. Okay, I thought it was my daughter. The driver of the blue sedan is an ex-police officer of 20 years. Oof. Ooh, that's not good. That is not good. Okay. Okay. Oh, and that's the end of it? Now, hold on a minute, then. Line 1, line 2, and line 3, what do I do?
12, 19, 86, 23, 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this.
Line 1.
WF 12, 19, 86, 23, 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this.
You gotta see this?
This is 20F 12, 19, 86, 23, 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this.
So I don't know what to do.
20F 12, 19, 86, 23, 04. Type in the
Oh.
numbers, James. You gotta see this.
I should have looked at that before.
12, 19.
Okay, so line 1. Fatal accident? Is it what's circled? How do I know what line is line 1, line 2, and line 3, right? That's the question. Fatal accident? No, that's not right. Forest Road, maybe? Oh shit. I'm missing something. There's something I'm not understanding. Type in the numbers, James. So that's all.
4. Type in the numbers, James.
12/19/86. Does that have something to do with it? Can I see the... no. I want to be able to see that. No, I can't. So... Fatal accident is circled. See if I can see the whole report. How do I know which line is which? I guess I can put it together by like, fatal accident is on there, station wagon is on there, fatal accident is before station wagon. Oh wait, yeah, station wagon. Fatal accident. But they're all there. I don't understand. There's something I'm missing. Don't do that. Don't do that. So there's blue sedan. Critical condition. The words are all there. Maybe I just have to go to the accident description. So that would be maybe one per paragraph. Head-on collision. Out of control. Oh, is it the asterisk? The asterisks? Out of control is... Oh, it is! That is what it is. Out of control, empty whiskey. I don't see the... It could be fatal accident, because it's circled. Fatal accident. Let's try fatal accident, empty whiskey, out of control. Let's try that. Fatal accident. empty whiskey, out of control. What does that mean? Does that mean the other two are good? So I'm missing something. I'm not seeing something. I'm not seeing something. Arrived on scene, discovered two cars have been involved in a near head-on collision. Mr. Asian found lying down outside his vehicle with head injuries. Ambulance was immediately called. His passenger was trapped in the vehicle in critical condition from wounds sustained in the collision. The driver of the blue sedan, Mr. Hennings, was found dead on arrival. It was noticed that there was a strong smell of whiskey from the driver and an empty whiskey bottle on the passenger seat. Where's the other word? Maybe it's on the first page? No. Pretty sure that those other two are correct because there'd be no other reason for those to be emphasized like that. Right? Unless... Whoa. Okay. Sometimes you do things. Sometimes those things are wrong. Get out of the car. Give up, a coward. Oh, I love this meta shit. I go crazy for that stuff. I love that crap. Okay, so one of two things is true. Either we have... So I'm going to try something. I'm going to try to put... Maybe empty whiskey is first. I'm probably just missing something obvious. I'm going to put empty whiskey first. And out of control second. And then hit execute and see what happens. No. Okay. Alright. That's okay. I'm missing something. No. Wait a minute, there's just an F here. Is there just an F that's highlighted somewhere? Look for any asterisks or quotes. I can't tell from here if they're quotes or asterisks. Wait, are they? Pretty sure they're asterisks. I don't see what it could be. Empty whiskey and out of control are definitely... Am I forgetting something about how this is done? Let's try this. No. Line 1. Empty whiskey. Out of control. Okay, so now we're going to go to line 1 and we're just going to try each one. Clear though. Am I missing a number or something? I don't know what else to do. Okay, report. Line 1, line 2, line 3. Code word reference. Report. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not missing something.
Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F. 12. 19.
Who is 20F?
23.
What does that mean?
04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F. 12. 19. 86. 23. 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this.
What am I not seeing? There's something I'm not seeing.
12, 19, 86, 23, 04. Type in.
What am I not seeing? I'm gonna zoom all the way the fuck in, I guess. $20F. This is 20F. I think I have it. Is that it? I guess I should have known.
Find the signal, James. Listen to the voices. You have to face it, James. Finally.
Yeah, okay, I'm working on it. 7,000 FM. NS1 Officer Williams interview. 7,000 FM. Oh, right.
It's not likely at all. I've worked with Officer Hennings for 6 years and not once have we even talked about alcohol. Drunk driving. He was a father, a husband. He was fine.
The door slammed shut, plunging you into darkness.
It's him, this Haitian guy. He's got something to hide.
What are you talking about? So I planted alcohol on the... Oh, the cop was driving? I thought I was the one that was drunk. This doesn't make sense to you. Okay. You step out into the hospital ward, only it seems abandoned. Your vision is blurry. You tense up, someone else is here. Yeah, I did tense up. You spent most waking moments in here. The only video they have, some horror compilation. Trash. Dreaming Greenland. The house abandoned. Well, that explains some of that. The doors are locked, but deep down you know you must get through somehow. Another door you never opened. You don't know what was in here. You only caught a glimpse of the room. You guess that's why there is no detail here. So does that mean I'm not supposed to be in here? What's up with that dripping water sound? It's a recording of Officer Williams.
While his sister died in the car next to him. While Hennings died next to him. What the fuck was he thinking? She was still alive when we got to her. If he'd have done something, they could all still be hit.
Okay. You grab the keys from the table. They weigh heavy in your hand. It's a callback to the first episode. The waiting area is dark, but you feel a presence right behind you? What the fuck are you talking about? That freaked me out. What are you talking about right behind me? Don't fucking do that shit. Now I'm freaking out. Oh god. Someone breathes on your neck, standing over you? Okay. You feel dread in the pit of your stomach.
Okay, we have a 22-year-old male just brought in from a vehicle collision. He was awake and mobile at the scene, but collapsed on arrival to the emergency ward. The other passengers died in the accident. I'm getting no pulse. Prepare for defib. Amp charge full to 10.
So this is from episode 2.
Come on, 100 joules. Charging amp full to 10. Come on.
I don't know which one of these I'm supposed to be using. 100 joules. Okay, turn everything else off.
Can we get this on the screen, please?
Get this on the screen. Okay.
I can't see what I'm doing. Get this on the screen now.
There we go. What now? Oh, awaiting X-ray data. Okay.
I can't see what I'm doing. Get this on the screen now.
The X-ray machine was down here, right?
I can't see what I'm doing. Get this on the screen now.
Awaiting X-ray data. The X-ray machine was over here, I thought.
I can't see what I'm doing. Get this on the screen now.
Oh, you know what? It might be... Maybe I need to change the... I don't know what I'm doing.
I can't see what I'm doing. Get this on the screen now.
I don't know what to do. Get this on the screen. So that would be that. And then it says awaiting X-ray data.
I can't see what I'm doing. Get this on the screen now.
Well, this is easily the hardest episode in the game. Keep the drill off. That doesn't change anything.
I can't see what I'm doing. Get this on the screen now.
So that's an eyeball. It's somebody's eye.
I can't see what I'm doing. Get this on the screen now.
I can't see what I'm doing. Get this on the screen now. What if I turn everything off? So when I turn
Can't
it,
see what I'm doing. Get this on the screen now.
I'm lost. That's on the screen. I can't touch any of that, so I have to assume that's not what I want.
Get this on the screen now.
Camera doesn't seem to do anything. Drill doesn't seem to do anything. That button doesn't do anything. I'm fucking completely stumped.
can't see what I'm doing. Get this on the screen now.
I have it on the screen, sir. Awaiting X-ray data. Is there a way for me to change something here so that that screen shows up correct?
See what I'm doing. Get this on the screen now.
Don't change that. I thought this was the X-ray machine.
Get this on the screen now.
I'm completely fucking lost. I'm gonna assume it's on me, but I may have to look it up. I have no fucking idea what to do.
I can't see what I'm doing. Get this on the screen now.
It would help if I knew what he was asking of me. So, he said to have... Let's turn everything off.
I can't see what I'm doing. Get this on the screen now.
It would be better if they would give me the first clue again, now that everything is off, you know? 100 joules. That's what he said. That gave me the second prompt, so that must have been correct. Oh, there's an X on this. Is this the X-ray machine? Okay, get this on the screen.
I can't see what I'm doing. Get this on the screen now.
Okay, it's on the screen. It's not bugged, is it? I have to assume I'm doing something wrong. Awaiting... Do I have to lean into something, maybe?
I can't see what I'm doing. Get this on the screen.
Hold on a minute. I can't go back to a fucking checkpoint? I'm gonna look it up. I have no fucking idea what to do. I have no fucking idea what to do. I was lost for a long time in the first part of this episode, too. It's...
I can't see what I'm doing. Get this on the screen now.
I'm just pulling up a playthrough, and I'm gonna fast forward to this part. You grab the keys.
I can't see what I'm doing. Get this on the screen now.
I have no fucking idea what to do. Alright, so here we go. You're not going to be able to see it, but... Okay. You won't hear it, but I'm here. I'm listening. Oh. Full to 10 and give me 100 joules. Amp charge full to 10 and give me 100 joules. I thought because they gave me the screen thing... That's all... Okay, amp charge full to 10 and give me 100 joules.
I can't see what I'm doing. Get this on the screen now.
What does that mean? Oh.
Clear.
The amp charged full to 10. I needed to hear that again.
From first stage. Let's try higher. 200 joules. Keep the amp charged at 10. 200 joules. Keep the charge at 10. Let's go.
That could be better.
Okay, we have a reaction of
That-
some sort here, a weak signal. Let's keep going.
That could be structured better.
360, charge full.
I needed to hear that prompt again. I don't need to hear, get this on screen. I didn't need to hear that. I guess that means turn the camera on instead of the screen. You know? What the hell? If I turn this on... Whatever.
Clear. Well, would you look at that? It seems we have a pulse. Rhythm is stable. We need to run an extra...
That left a bit of a sour taste in my mouth. I don't think that was my fault that I missed that amp charge to 10.
Where are we with that extra?
And then it never gave me the clue again. And there's no way to go back. Oh, and now he just said something else. And I have no idea what he fucking said. Can you just say it again, dude? It was something about an X-ray, right? Oh, so is it
Can we get
this?
this on the screen, please?
Is that what you need? Can you give me the hint again?
Where are we with that X-ray? Let's get it going now, please.
Which one of these fucking things is an X-ray? Is it this? No. Can't be, because I can't... What do you need me to do?
Where are we with that X-ray? Let's get it going now, please.
It's not gonna be that. I don't care for this. It's taking me out of the fucking game. I know it's not just because I'm fucking stupid.
That X-ray. Let's get it going now, please.
Where are we? Where are we with that X-ray? The only X-ray thing on here, there was a machine down here, but it's not here anymore. Where are we with that X-ray? Let's get it going, please.
I can't see what I'm doing. Get this on the screen now.
Okay, so did that come up because I turned the camera off for a second? There's not many other variables. This has to be X-ray, right?
Where are we with that X-ray? Let's get it going now, please.
360 joules. He hasn't said anything about this. Signal generator. This, he hasn't said anything about the amp, so it can't be that. He hasn't said anything about a drill. He hasn't said anything about the camera. In fact, he bitches when we turn it off. Is there something...
Where are we with that X-ray? Let's get it going now, please.
Am I gonna have to look it up fucking again? He probably said something while I was talking, and he won't say it again. Oh, I don't care for this. This is the game is losing points. It's not just because I'm dumb, right? You need a hint system that will continue. If you miss one word of dialogue, that shouldn't be the end of the run. You can't even go back to a checkpoint. You just have to start the whole episode over. I've still got the video up. I'm just gonna see what the fuck he does. Let me fast forward a little bit. 100 joules. Up to 200 joules. Up to 360 joules. $360. There's the button flashing. Look at that, we have a pulse. You can't hear it, but I'm just telling you where we are here. We need to run an X-ray right away. Oh, for fuck's sake! Okay. So it is this machine, even though there's nothing... There used to be a big indicator that this was an X-ray machine. It's gone. But all this shit has to also be off, so you have to go back and turn all this shit off. And then do this. I forgot that you had to turn the shit off. It's been... That was 6 hours ago that I played this part. I don't fucking remember that shit. Yes, go. Well, this is easily my least favorite episode.
Intracerebral hemorrhage. We need to drain this now to relieve pressure. Prepare for trepanation.
Am I supposed to know what the fuck that is? Alright, turn on the drill. Is anything else on?
The drill, please.
It's on! But see, that's the thing. Not everything is off, right? The drill is fucking on! The drill is on! Go make sure everything else is off. Do I need to have the camera on?
Can we get this on the screen, please?
So how was I supposed to know that it was supposed to be in regular vision there?
Mr. Asian, you've made excellent progress. You're doing great. We need you to stay calm and try to relax while we go through these next steps. We're going to attempt to alleviate some of this discomfort.
I'm not even scared anymore. I'm completely taken out of it now. I don't think that's... I'm not trying to blame the game for my own idiocy. I think that's poorly structured. You cannot expect someone to correctly remember every single word that you say and not be allowed to repeat any of it. And on top of that, remember instructions from 7 hours ago, or for however long if you pause this game, without some kind of reminder. Don't forget, all the other equipment needs to be shut off. It's very simple. I guess I don't want to hold your hand, but I don't consider that hand holding. Not only is tonight New Year's Eve, but tomorrow you leave on a 6-month trip abroad with friends. Mom, Dad, and your sister Jennifer have decided to throw a party to celebrate it all. The house is full. You're in the living room, and as usual, you don't recognize a soul. Is this because we have brain damage now or something? Look around. Room is full of chatty strangers, mostly friends of Mom and Dad. There's a door to the hall. Go to the hallway. You push through the crowd into the hallway. The hallway is as welcoming as ever, only this time the folks have put a great big banner up across the main wall. Half-finished drinks are abandoned on almost every horizontal surface. Stairs lead up, although the party is firmly downstairs. Go to the stairs. As much as you'd love to, you promised you'd stay downstairs with the party. Okay. Look at the banner. Bon voyage, James. Finally not the family disappointment. Drink a beer. You weren't drinking someone else's drink. Get your own. Okay. Go to the kitchen. They say all the best parties are in the kitchen. The kitchen's full of people and loud. There are drinks and food on the table, and the party is in full swing. Dad has cooked a hog roast, which sits proudly on the table, although no one is eating it. Oh, is that what the carcass was from before? Look around. There's a utility room and writing on the wall. Also, Jen is here signaling you. Go to Jen. You push through, apologizing over and over, get to Jennifer. You hug. You're going to miss each other. You thank her for the party. She asks if you are enjoying the party. Yes. You tell her it's great, even though you don't really know anyone. She tells you to enjoy it anyway and to loosen up. She asks you to get her a drink. Pour drink. You pour Jen a drink and one for yourself too. There's never an awkward silence with Jennifer. She always has a question. She asks if you have everything sorted for the big trip. You tell her yes, that you have packed everything with plenty of room to spare. Another hug. Your family really have gone out of their way to make this trip happen for you. It might be what you need to get some perspective and maybe not fuck up so much. She's gonna miss you. You're gonna miss her. She walks away. Jen has disappeared into the crowd. You're left standing, nodding and smiling at the approving faces. There's so much to do for this move. Can't mess it up. But first, a drink. Drink a beer. You pour him down another drink. Anything to move the night along. You go... You look around again. Let's look around again. There's a utility room and writing on the wall. Okay, so read the writing. Okay, how about we go to the utility room? You open the door and peer in. You're never allowed in here normally. This is where Dad keeps his fine wines and whiskeys, ceiling to floor racks. A collector, although he does actually drink them too. There's a bottle with a ribbon around it and a card. Read the card. You pick up the whiskey and the card. It's your dad's handwriting. Son, we're so proud of you and everything you've achieved. You've earned this. It's a bottle of 25-year-old double malt. You shouldn't really, but you have to try it. With your whiskey in hand, you take in the room around about you. There must be hundreds, no thousands of pounds worth of drink in here. You really must thank your dad for the whiskey. Go, talk. Okay, drink the whiskey. Take a swig. It's probably the best and strongest you've tasted ever. Just wow. Look, no, how about go back to the kitchen? You head back into the kitchen, clutching your new best friend. You stumble out of the utility room and back into the kitchen. That is one strong whiskey. You take another swig and give the thumbs up to Dad across the room. He nods and winks. Go to Dad. Talk to Dad. He tells you he's proud of you, and to go easy tonight, early flight tomorrow. Drink the whiskey. I know where this is going. You take a little swig from the crazy expensive whiskey. Very classy. Okay, talk to Mom. She's in the other room, singing your praises. Okay, go to Mom. Go around. Go to friends. Talk to friends. Yes, it's a big move. Yes, it's the dream job. Yes, you leave tomorrow. You trot out the same answers again and again. Eat the roast. Maybe later. Okay. You probably should eat something. You're gonna be hungover tomorrow. Go to the hallway. Go back out to the hallway. A few bumps and laughs on the way through and you make it to the hall. You stop dead in your tracks. It's Jen, covered in blood. Talk to Jen. She's staring straight at you. No one else notices. Okay. Help? Jen? Blood is dripping down her face. It's mixing with tears. Go outside. Help Jen. Oh no. Help Jen! This is happening on purpose. Help Jen! Help Jen! Oh my god. Help Jen.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
We tried our best, Mrs. Asian, but her injuries were too severe.
No, I don't understand. I was just talking to her.
I'm afraid Jennifer passed away before we could get to her in surgery. We did the best we could. I am so sorry.
Where is she? Let me see her.
Please, Mrs. Asian, take a seat.
I don't want to take a seat. Let me talk to her. Now.
I'll arrange for you to see her. In the meantime, James is in recovery. He's stable for now.
I don't want to see him.
That checks out. You're standing in the hallway. Something had stopped you in your tracks. While searching your mind, your sister interrupts. She waves her hand in front of you and asks if you can drive her home. You still feel out of sorts. Those words echo. Go outside. There's no point till you find those car keys. Jesus. Look around. Doors to the kitchen and living room lead from here, while stairs can take you up. Go to the stairs. I'd love to call it night, but Jen is waiting patiently. Okay, that's what we should have done. Go to the keys. Look for the keys. You need to look for them. They must be either in the kitchen or the living room. Okay, go to the living room. You're sure your keys are in the living room? Good. The living room has a much more relaxed atmosphere compared to the kitchen. Various guests are sat on the chairs having civilized conversations. There's a coffee table in the middle of the room. Your mom is pouring a drink at the drinks cabinet. Look around. A coffee table, a drinks cabinet. One of the chairs is overflowing with jackets and coats. Go to the couch. Go to the table. Look at the couch. Friends in conversation, jackets and coats everywhere. Drink the whiskey. You take a sneaky sip while your mom is not looking. Okay, look at the table. Drinks on coasters like proper civilized people. You can't see your keys. Look at Mom. She's totally in her element here. She always loved being the host. Talk to Mom. Tears immediately start to appear in her eyes. My son, off to America. She gives you a hug. Look around. Look. Oh, there's a jackets options. Look at the jackets. You search through all the jackets and coats until you find yours. Aha! Car keys in the pocket. You grab both. Alright. Go outside. Go to Jen. Go to the hallway. Keys in hand, you head back into the hall. Jen thanks you for helping her out. She has work in the morning and no one else is in any fit state to drive. You can handle it though. You know the road like the back of your hand, don't you? Go outside. So this whole game is just a drinking and driving. The cold air hits you. You're glad you have your jacket with you. There's a dusting of snow around you as you step down from the porch. The yard extends around the back of the house and the car sits at the front of the house. Go to the car. You fumble with the car handle, confused, until Jen tells you maybe use the keys in your hand. Use the keys. Fumbling with the car keys. Okay. The car is freezing. As you fumble around with your seatbelt, your sister opens up the car glove box and hands you a note and a key that was inside. She tells you that it's for you. It's for when you return. Okay. Turn the car. Try to turn the ignition with sheer willpower despite holding the keys in your hand. Okay, alright. Use the keys. It takes a number of attempts, but you eventually slot the key into the ignition. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Use the car. Use car! You're not able to do that. Yeah, I know. Well, that's why we should go back inside. Drive the car. The car doesn't move, given that the engine isn't actually on. It's like you've never driven before. Okay, yeah, I thought I turn the keys? Alright. I thought I did that. You turn the key in the ignition, the car rolls to life. Drive the car. Car squeals but stays stationary. Jen suggests releasing the brake, giving you a wide-eyed stare. Use the brake. You very hesitantly release the handbrake. Nobody has a fucking handbrake in their car. I've never had a car where I ever touched the handbrake. It just sat there, if I even had one. I'm not even sure I have one in my current car. I might. I never ever touch it. Alright, drive the fucking car! You put the car in gear and pull out the driveway a little like a first-time driver. You really shouldn't be driving. I am driving, very drunk on the road toward the town where your sister stays. Toward the town? We're going to a different town? Jen started dozing off as soon as the journey got going. This shouldn't take long. You come to a junction. Is it left or right? You can't remember. Oh, God. Go left. You don't want to, but you'd better just ask Jen for directions. Okay. Talk to Jen. She grunts and throws her arm to the left. I knew it! It's left. Of course it's left. Go left. Drink the whiskey. You turn the car left at the junction and accelerate off. Confident that you're on the right road now, you loosen up and put your foot down on the accelerator. You feel powerful as the engine roars at your command. Jen sits up in her chair and clutches your arm. She asks you to slow down. Drink the whiskey. Okay, alright. Go on the brake. That's not what really happened, though, is it?
Place, James. Pull over.
Jen is hitting your arm and yelling at you, crazy sister. Strange, there's a set of headlights coming directly at you, but really slow, like slow motion. Go, accelerator. You try to react, but your body isn't responding. There's nothing you can do to stop this. There's no way to control it. The lights merge with your car. The outside joins the inside. The whole world around you begins to scream.
It was at this very moment, wasn't it, James? The moment you lost it all. Your sister, your parents, yourself. And then you made it worse.
How'd I do that?
Go on. Show us what you did.
Oh, was we framed the cop? You wake up in the car. Your world is upside down. Your seatbelt struggles against gravity, trying to hold you in your seat. An impact into another car has torn a hole in the chassis. Poisonous fumes spill into your car from the engines. You're in grave danger. You have to get out of here. Do I need to look at you? What are we doing here? Use the seatbelt. Drink the whiskey! You release yourself from the seat. Gravity takes over as you slump on the roof of your car. Drink the whiskey! You can't let the police find you with this. Okay. Go to the car. Okay. Go... use the car door. You squeeze through the wreckage and fall to your knees on the ground next to your vehicle. Every breath brings pain to your chest. Your head is throbbing. A blue car is smashed into the passenger side of your car. Your life cannot be ruined by this. You're standing holding your whiskey and your dad's note, and flashing lights are approaching in the distance. So go to the other car. Yeah. The door is jammed. You don't have time for messing around like this, James. Plant the whiskey. With the lights approaching closer, you begin to hear the shrill of their sirens. You simply cannot go to jail for this. You clean the bottle to remove your connection with the whiskey, but you then very deliberately spill the remainder of the bottle's contents onto the driver, and you toss the incriminating evidence into his passenger seat. A circle of flashing lights surround you, illuminating the crash site in the darkness. Behind them, an army of people all staring. One figure steps out, a silhouette, and walks towards you. Go to the figure. As you approach the man, the pulsating lights around you get dimmer and dimmer while the pain in your head increases. You fall to the ground at his feet.
I know you're tearing yourself apart over it, but no matter what you keep telling yourself, you have to listen to me. That accident, that poor me. You have to remember.
And at this point, I think I remember, right?
Your fault.
Yeah, but if I got away with that, I'm not fucking copping to that. Would I?
I know what you did.
I don't know.
You left me there to protect
I'm not going to answer that.
Planting evidence.
Oh, that's very red.
You went headfirst into that officer and you wrecked all of our lives. And then you couldn't even take responsibility. You did the right thing for you and no one else. Save yourself. Only it was wrong, wasn't it? Look at you now. Utterly consumed by it. Say it, James.
It.
Say it. Tell them. Listen to yourself.
It has to end, James. Do you not understand?
All of your episodes were recorded to tape. This is the 4th. Sometimes they make you watch your past sessions to see what really happened.
This
Sometimes they make you watch your past...
must come to an end.
Okay. Dr. Alexander is always watching remotely. I don't know if anyone else is ever with him.
Stop. Make it stop. You remember. Stop the session, Mr. Asian.
Oh, do I have to push stop?
Go back to where we started. Well, I think we've made progress today, Mr. Asian. I guess we should tell the police what you've told us. Although I don't suspect they'll take you anywhere. I think you'll be with us for quite some time. Come on, let's get you back to your shows. I'll see you tomorrow.
Are we just absolutely insane now? Is that why he's saying that? Okay. Alright, that's credits, baby. We did it. Alright, first things first. The bottom center of the screen says that we've beaten 6 games in 2025, sorry. And 559 since we started doing those. Those numbers are those numbers are lying to you. We've now beaten 7 games in 2025 and 560 since we started doing this. Let's go. Sorry. All right, let's talk about the ups and downs of Stories Untold. I've been wanting to play this game for a while. I vaguely knew that it was horror, but I didn't know anything else about it beyond that, other than that it was very short. And I'm a big fan of horror, so, and somebody told me it was good, so I'm glad I finally played it. I'm a big fan of the game Observation, which is the same developer as this. They made Observation after this, and I love that game. It's one of my favorite horror games, period. So once I learned that 10 minutes into this game, I was really excited. And there are 4 episodes in this. I'm not going to spoil anything, but there are 4 episodes in this, and the first episode is absolutely incredible. It gives a setup for what this game is, and it has some really cool subversion tactics in it that, you know, you've seen some fourth wall breaking stuff in games before like this, but it does it in a way that is very convincing and very scary. So after the first episode, I was like, all right, let's go. This is going to be incredible. And I think every episode after that was a little bit worse than the last. The first episode blew me away. I thought it was incredible. And I was thinking, if every episode is as good as this one, then this is going to be one of my favorite horror games ever. The second episode was very good still, but it kind of does the same thing over and over in this game, where it's like, oh, suddenly it goes meta. So that trope got a little played by the end, but it was still really cool in the second one. I liked where it went. The activities it has you doing were interesting enough to keep your attention, and it wasn't as scary, but it was still a little bit scary and very interesting. It starts to lose me at the third episode. The third episode isn't as scary, although it is still somewhat interesting, but the game gets a lot more obtuse starting at the third episode. The stuff that you have to do is pretty complicated, actually. And so I got so tied up in trying to make sure I was doing the puzzles right that I couldn't focus on the horror anymore. So I got really tied up in just trying to do the puzzles right, because the puzzles is basically like a work simulator. It's really, really technical and tricky, and it's like you got to keep double checking your work and referencing other sources, and It was very involved and a little bit obtuse. It wasn't terribly difficult, but like I never had to use a walkthrough for that part, but it was so involved that it kind of took me out of the scary. And so then when the scary stuff starts happening toward the end of that episode, I was already like, oh yeah, that's right. This is a horror game. It's not a job simulator. And then the fourth episode I actively disliked. Not only is it not scary at all, it takes a turn at the end that is very predictable for a horror game. I saw it coming from 50 miles away. Well, I say that. I didn't really see it coming until the beginning of that episode. So it kind of did surprise me a little bit, but without spoiling it, the twist and what you find out this is all about is not something you haven't seen in a horror game before. In fact, I can think of 3 or 4 at least right now that have had that exact same twist. And that's not even counting all the movies that have it. So I think they could have done better there, but that's not even the main problem. The main problem is that the puzzles at the end, at least for me, were so obtuse that I had to use a walkthrough multiple times. And it's not a long... I've only been playing for about an hour. I had to use walkthrough multiple times because what they do is they'll say that you need to do something, but they'll say it really quick and they'll only say it once, and it involves multiple steps. So it's like, okay, the guy say, all right, do this and then do that and don't do this. And if I don't remember every single word of what he said, which I did not, I was like, okay, I did the first thing. What was the second thing? I think it might have been this. And then I didn't even remember that he had said a third thing. But he never repeats it. So you're just stuck. You're just stuck guessing on what part of the puzzle to solve next, what dial to turn, or what button to push. I've tried every combination I could think of and then finally looked it up. They should give you another prompt. They cannot expect you to take multiple directions all at once in one really quick sentence, never repeat it again. And then I thought, I thought I was being clever. I'd say, I thought, you know what? I'll just restart from checkpoint. He'll say it again. When I tried to do that, the game says, if you restart from here, you will lose the entire episode of progress. So you can't restart from checkpoint. The only possible way I was able to move on from that point was to look up a walkthrough. And I didn't even need to look at what they did. I just needed to hear that sentence again. And then I knew what to do. I knew what to do at that point. And then I got stuck again because I had forgotten a very important but very minute part of the process that it doesn't even tell you about in that episode. It told you about it in episode 2, which for me was 9 hours ago because I played it this morning. I didn't remember that detail, and so I looked it up and it's like, oh yeah, you got to make sure that this machine is off. And it's very easily fixed. They just need, there was a guy that was giving prompts if every 30 seconds he would say something if you hadn't moved or made any progress. He'd be like, I need that screen on. But he wasn't saying anything of substance. He wasn't saying anything that would actually help me. Like, all he would need to say is, like, make sure that the amps are up to 10 and the joules are at 100 and the drill is on or whatever. It was a lot of stuff like that, but it was like a bunch of instructions all at once, and then he doesn't repeat it. And so I got stuck multiple times. And so, of course, I'm frustrated at this point. I'm not scared anymore. All I want to do is fucking move on. And so I got pissed off. I got frustrated. I spent literally 20 minutes on something that could have taken me 3 minutes. And so finally, when I look it up multiple times and finally get past all that crap to where I'm finally moving on again, I'm done at that point, man. I'm not scared anymore. So the whole rest of the game was like, well, the whole rest of the game was me just seeing the end of this twist that is played. That's a played twist. And not being impressed by it and not really thinking it was that creepy and being totally taken out of it at that point. Which is a bummer, man, because the first episode was a masterpiece. The first episode was incredible. And the second episode was very good. I think that where this game fails, in my opinion, is that it gets too involved with the details on how to solve the puzzles. And that takes up so much of my brain space that I don't have any room to be scared anymore. So I just get lost in the details. I feel like I'm at work trying to solve, like, troubleshoot a technical issue, and that wasn't fun. There's a space for that thing, like Papers, Please, and those like job simulators. Those are fun. There's something for that, and there's something for that here. But it got too it got too complicated. It got too in the weeds with all that stuff, and I just didn't have room to be afraid anymore. So anyway, I still enjoyed it. I'm still really glad that I played it. I still had some moments that were really scary. There's a good chance at the end of the year this will be one of the scariest games I've played just because of episode 1. But man, it had some deeper flaws toward the end. Anyway, I did enjoy it though. All right, that's it. Last order of business. Stories Untold. It's been fun, but we are now going to delete you from our console and never play you again. Bye. Appreciate you. Okay, apparently my kids are freaking out in the other room, so I have to stop. But tomorrow, Tales of Iron 2 is what we're going to start. And then as soon as we're done with that, Eternal Strands comes out the same day. We're going to play that. And then after that, we're going to play Ender Magnolia. Those are the next 3 games we're playing. All right, that's it. If you're still here and you watch the whole video, or even if you watch the very end, thank you. I appreciate you. It means a lot to me. I'll see you on the next one, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.